This is the Week 7 matchup of the Philadelphia Eagles at New York Giants, brought to you by Fantasy Football Time. Follow us at Fantasy FB Time on all social media platforms. Welcome to Week 7, Eagles and Giants fans. Eagles just above 500, Giants just below 500. Looking at last week, Eagles barely eke out a win against Cleveland Browns. Jalen Hurts gets 24 fantasy points, doesn't turn the ball over, which is good. Saquon Barkley cools off. A.J. Brown, love to see triple-digit yardage from him plus a score. 21 fantasy points. DeVonta Smith was a healthy player, was questionable going into the game. 1 touchdown on 3 catches. Dallas Goedert got hit and out with a hamstring injury. This week we have Grant Calcaterra. I totally forecasted him, right? 4 catches, 67 yards in relief for Dallas Goedert. New York Giants losing 7-17 against Cincinnati. Danny Jones, again, without his leading receiver, only 12 fantasy points with a fumble. No Malik Nabers, Devin Singletary out. Wan'Dale Robinson playing backup, only 50 yards. Darius Slayton, 57 yards. And we all had Tyrone Tracy, right? 20 fantasy points with 100 yards on the day for all-purpose and 1 score. Looking at this week's matchup, we have Hurts, Barkley, Brown, DeVonta Smith. No Goedert, though. But so the top 4, Hurts, Barkley, Brown, and Smith, will be your top fantasy options for the Eagles. Everyone else is a gamble. The Giants, the last 3 games, their defense held Cincinnati to 17, which actually is pretty good. Seattle 20, pretty good. Dallas the 20, I mean, you can make the argument that it's pretty good. 12 sacks, 7 against Seattle. No interceptions, 2 fumbles, and it's a score. So, Eagles, if you're going to get right, this is the week to do it. Giants, you're going to get some weapons back. You got Malik Nabers, Wan'Dale Robinson, Singletary. These are your top fantasy options if you're going to play Giants. At the beginning of the year, that was not really the case, but they seem to be clicking. Hopefully, with all these players back, they can each get double digits. Eagles defense usually are great, but I mean Cleveland was kind of toothless, so not so sharp in terms of holding them to 16. That's not a huge deal. 33 to Tampa Bay was allowed, so that's promising for your Giants fans. It held the Saints to 12, so that's a little scary, right? But I mean the Saints have had their issues as well. 8 sacks, 1 interception. Thanks so much for watching. Follow and subscribe at Fantasy FB Time. Welcome to Week 7. God bless.